Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kate. I'm here today with Mikey, our event manager, and Eamon, our communities manager. So we're going to be talking about everything MEFCC. It's coming up very soon. So if you have any questions at all, do drop them in the comments. We're going to answer them, including a very big announcement at the end. So stay tuned because we have some good news and some bad news. Mikey, do you want to tell us what happened?
Well, it's with a very, very heavy heart that we've had to announce that Mike Colter is unable to make it to the show this year. It's obviously due to filming schedules. These guys are very, very busy. He has been kind enough to share with us a apology video for the audience and the fans here. So if we can just give the shows.
Hey guys, it's Mike Colter here. I know that I was supposed to come out to see you guys in Dubai, and I am so sorry that I'm not going to be able to make it this year. It was one of the highlights of the signings that I was going to do. I was so looking forward to coming out that side of the world again, seeing Dubai for the first time, seeing you fans. It was something I literally was looking forward to, and I can't tell you how disappointed I am that I'm working and that I won't be able to make it out to see you guys. I'm sorry, it's kind of, it's kind of last minute, obviously, and I really, really am disappointed I'm not going to see you guys. But I promise you that if you'll have me out next year, I will be out there and greet you fans. But please forgive me. I'm out here shooting something. I hope you guys are going to enjoy if it makes it to series.
The camera.
Again, I'm so sorry. Goodbye. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you next year.
So sadly, that was Mike Colter. He's had to pull out of MEFCC, but we do have a big announcement coming up at the end for who will replace him, which is really exciting.
We're excited. I think it's a really strong booking. It's kind of the hardest part of doing what we do for the fans, and obviously the fans helping us, is all the secrecy that we have to go through on a day-to-day basis. It does make it really hard, but we're really, really excited about this. It's a shame about Mike, but what you see at the end should make up for it, we hope.
Indeed, I'm really hoping it's going to be a marvellous announcement. If anything, it's just to give a heads up on that.
So do stay tuned. In the meantime, if you have any questions at all, drop them in the comments because we've had a lot of people sliding into the DMs asking all kinds of things. So we've got two of our experts here to answer any inquiries you may have about your tickets, about the cosplay competition, about the entertainment. So drop those in the comments. I guess we'll start, Mikey, with you. So we've had a few questions about the workshops, what they are, what's cool about them, and how people can attend.
What's not cool about the workshops, I guess, probably the best way to phrase it. As we all know, for those that do attend MEFCC, the workshop schedule is always packed out with amazing, amazing content. This year is no different to any other. If you've had the chance to look at our website, about our schedules, we've got David Angelo Roman actually doing a workshop at the show. He's the original cartoonist for Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty regionally is a different subject, it hasn't been screened all that openly here, so we're the first to bring over the artist to the fans by popular demand, of course. And pretty much anyone that gets there first is able to attend these workshops to learn how to draw Rick and Morty straight from the source. What else I find is really cool, in fact, is the fact that we work with local artists, like a gentleman called Matt Smith, comic book artist, started by himself, self-taught, and he's actually doing the workshop with, our audience to be able to teach them how to start, Comic Books 101, the session's called. And again, anyone can join, you just have to kind of figure out the workshop schedule, check in, and who you're really happy with.
Something I need to add about the workshops, to be honest, is the diversity we have in terms of content this time, because we're also having a workshop on how to become a gaming blogger for everyone out there who's just aspiring to become a professional in talking about gaming, the reviews, the gameplay, anything that's out over there. This is something that you can attend as well as we're getting Kevin Lam, who's a professional cosplayer, who's going to be teaching you all about making your own suits and how you can go about putting all details into every character you want to play.
And so how do we go about attending these workshops? What do you need? Do you need to pay? Do you need to book? How does it work?
Other than getting your MEFCC ticket, of course, as we all have to do, basically you just go to the workshop area itself. There's a registration desk there that actually allows you to register for the session that you want to attend. As everything else with Comic-Con, there is limited capacity, so it will always be first come, first serve. But the great shop about the schedules is that they do tackle every single day, and every single day on its own measure is exciting and diverse. We've tried to keep it cool. So don't think it really matters which day you attend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The content is there for you to enjoy and just register on site to be able to take part in these.
So you can check out all the workshop schedule on mefcc.com. The whole itinerary is there, and you just got to show up on the day you want to. You can learn to draw Rick and Morty for free, which is amazing. So we've got plenty more questions. Make sure yours drop in. We've got one from Ren asking about Miss Elodia, the cosplayer, and will she be roaming at the event or will she just stay in the meet and greet room? Eamon, can you answer this one?
No, I mean, like, the thing is with celebrities, when they come in, there's always a time where you'll find them on the show floor, and Elodia is definitely not one that will just be at the International Artist Alley for most of the time. She will be roaming around the show floor as well, and you will get to meet her then. But more than that, you just need to check the Meet the Star schedule so you can get to meet her. That's about it.
I mean, what's really cool about Elodia is some of our older fans will know she's part of the family. You know, she comes year on year. We always look to host her, and she loves coming here as well. So, yes, Elodia will, by some measure, we can't guarantee her schedule, but she will be walking around the floor from time to time. In addition to that, she's actually taking signings for the first time in the signing area with amongst the other celebrities. The cool thing is, because she loves the fans of the Middle East so much, is their FOC. So, you know, we don't have to charge, there's no charge applicable to those autographs. So you just turn up, pending obviously availability as always. You should be able to get her autograph and meet her face to face.
So that's at the Meet the Stars area, which is supported by Speedy Comics. So you can see Elodia plus all the other celebrities at this area throughout the weekend. We've got some great celebrities. There's Zachary Levi, Katie Cassidy, Iwan Rayon, which is a tough one to say, from Game of Thrones. Mikey, I guess this brings us on to another question that gets asked a lot, which is why does MEFCC charge money for photos and autographs?
It's basically the way we get to secure these celebrities that come to the show. There's a lot of background work that comes into this. It seems to be the generic Comic-Con model, but it allows us to secure the best of the best, you know. Someone like Zach Levi has a particularly busy schedule. In that schedule, it needs to be worked around and compensated to a degree, and that's why we have to charge for these autographs.
And what about the pricing? Because we've released the schedule about the cost, and so we've got Elodia, which is free of charge, but then you've got the likes of Zach, who's in the 200s. Why are there variations in the prices?
The variations of prices is based on demand. With someone like Zach, who's now ranked 8th on IMBD, which is a huge step for him. It's based on demand at the show and obviously maintaining and managing those crowds in particular, which is a core structure for us. That celebrity meet and greet area is big, but it won't hold the 50,000 people that we have go to Comic-Con every year. So what we have to do is raise the prices depending on supply and demand. Zach is in very high demand, and therefore he charges a bigger price tag. And then importantly on the Meet the Stars, this is first come, first serve per day, so you need to register on site to get those vouchers for your photos and autographs, and it looks like Zachary Levi is going to be a massive one, so you don't want to miss that. Get in early. We've had a question come in from Hamonta, who says, will Captain Marvel come to MEFCC? Eamon, do you want to answer that one?
We wish we all want Brie Larson to be here one day, but unfortunately she's not gonna be around. We do have the other Captain Marvel, who's Zachary Levi.
The original.
The original.
It's also star of Shazam, which is really exciting. We will have a quick break now, but stay tuned. We've got plenty more questions and that big celebrity announcement at the end of the video. So stay tuned and drop your questions in the comments. And we're back, guys. So make sure you drop your questions in the comments. We've got plenty more for you, including that big announcement at the end. If you want to take a guess, we've been dropping some not very subtle hints. So if you want to have a guess of that, do drop that in the comments too. We've got someone, Mario has asked, where are the Virgin Megastore clues? Eamon, do you want to give Mario a tip?
You want to make sure that you're checking out Virgin Megastore and our stories every single day up until the 4th so that you can find those clues, and make sure that when you do, go to the Virgin Megastore website and keep on looking for one. You will find stuff over there, and once you find them, you automatically go into the raffle to get the tickets.
So this is a Virgin Megastore activation. They're giving away tickets to MEFCC on their website. Our mascot Bun has run away from us, and now he's hiding out somewhere on the Virgin Megastore website. So if you find him and click on him, you could win some seriously cool tickets to come and try those free workshops and see all these great celebrities, which is awesome. Speaking of, Eamon, we've got our different VIP packages. We've got 3-day passes. We've got children under 5 a free entry. Can you explain what the VIP packages include?
All right, so to start with them, so we have 3 VIP packages that we have at Comic-Con this year. The first one is just the normal VIP pass, which gives you early access into the venue. You get to use the fast track on all the queues at the con itself. You get to wear a VIP lanyard, and you also get a buy one get one free on either photographs or autographs at the Meet the Stars. That one is for 500 dirhams. The other 2, which are currently sold out right now, they're no longer sellable. The first one is the Super VIP package, and just to reiterate on that, is that you get all the same benefits with one free autograph or photograph with the celebrities that you need to go and collect before 7 p.m. On the first day. Otherwise it's going to be pre-allocated completely, or you just reach out to us so that you can get it. And the last one is the Gold Super VIP package, which you get either a photograph or autograph with all the celebrities. Pretty much that sums up what they get. And the special thing about the Gold Super VIP package one is that they get to have a class photo with all the celebrities on Friday the 12th during the celebrity panel.
I think you're just teasing everyone now, though,
Yeah,
because
oh my
these
God.
are sold out.
I would wish to be part of that. I'm on the team and I'm not going to be in that photo.
So you can still get the VIP packages, which are actually really good value, because a 3-day pass for general admission is 280 dirhams. The VIP package, which includes that buy one get one free and priority queuing to meet the stars, that's 500 dirhams. Now you can get all of these at Platinum List or Virgin Megastore, but check mefcc.com/tickets for all of that information about inclusions, which is great. We've got another question about, someone's guessed Amber Heard. Des Taylor said, looking forward to seeing us next week. Eamon, do you want to talk about Des Taylor?
So, Des Taylor, like one of the MEFCC alumni, I do enjoy meeting him every single year just because of his like pop style art that he does for all these major characters from Marvel and DC. Like, he comes every single year, he has a workshop, he teaches everyone over there how to draw, and you can always find him at the International Artist Alley. So I'm really, really excited to see him again this year.
He's also hosting a workshop, right? Do you know about this one?
So it's pretty much, as we stated, it's going to be talking mostly about his new platform that he's launched for learning how to like put design and comic art into like one form, and he will be talking about it more at the workshop itself once he fully releases it.
Great. So we've got Ren said thank you for the answer, and would also like to ask if there'll be a chance that famous gamers will be invited to MEFCC in the near future. We do have another event. Mikey, do you want to touch on that?
Yeah. Look, the joy with MEFCC Comic-Con, these people tend to come all quite organically, but much more on a local, kind of regional level. Where the exciting part is, from a portfolio perspective, what we do pop culture, and we do it the best. So we do actually have an event called Gamescom, which runs every year in Abu Dhabi. Gamescom will be running, I believe, the 26th of October this year for the weekend. And within that event, we have had influencers on a massive scale coming to the show every year, such as Ali A, for instance, Claire, Zerka, Vicstar. I mean, the list goes on and on. So if you're looking for gaming influencers, yes, they can be found within Comic-Con, and yes, they will be there. But we make much more of a song dance and much more of a kind of event about gaming influencers in particular for Gamescom, which we do in Abu Dhabi on an annual basis.
So, and we do have some gaming activations happening at this event coming up.
Yeah, some cool ones.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's again, it stems back to that whole secrecy element. There's a lot of things we can't talk about. You know, there will be, there will be a game that starts with an F and ends with an N, Knight.
I know what that could be.
No, I have no idea. that will feature on the show floor along with some of its partners. There will also be games from EA, which is also very popular at the moment, but again, I'm not allowed to use the title at this time, which will be run along with some of more gaming partners. One I'm very excited about is K-Lab Games. Captain Tsubasa, Captain Majid, is making his first localized appearance in the Middle East at Middle East Film and Comic Con, where there will be gaming tournaments where you get to actually interact with the game. Anyone that actually plays the game now, if you've noticed inside the game, on the scoreboards, along the sides, you'll actually see Middle East Film and Comic Con branding throughout the game itself, which really, really excites us. The same company are actually bringing an anime Japanese band to be playing inside the hall and on the main stage throughout the weekend.
And there'll be live streaming throughout the weekend as well, as will we. So you can tune into both our channels and get a really good kind of inside track. Eamon, what game are you most excited about?
To be honest, and I mean PlayStation always impress, the one that I really want to go for is Days Gone, because that's an unreleased game and they're getting demos for that at the con itself. And there's going to be a huge watchtower replica from the game on display at the con itself. So like you can imagine just walking into Comic-Con itself and you're like, there's a horde of zombies just coming out of nowhere, and the only way you can go on is the watchtower. So it's pretty cool, like for me to just try that.
Will there be actual zombies at the con though?
I mean, you will find a few. I mean, Marquand is going to be there. There's definitely going to be a horde of zombies, right? So yeah.
I guess based on that, the next question is our cosplay competition. Do you want to explain to the guys who may not know what the cosplay competition's all about?
All right, so this year we're going to be having 4 categories at the cosplay competition. And for the one to start with is the World Cosplay Summit. So we're hosting the preliminary qualifiers for the World Cosplay Summit for the representatives of the UAE. So the way that you can join, or since the registration's closed, the way to join was have it like a team of pair. So where people just dress up in either anime, manga, robots, or video games of Japanese culture, and what they need to do is to perform a 2.5-minute skit on stage in front of everyone, and the winner of that competition gets to represent the UAE in the World Cosplay Summit Championship in Japan in the summer. And then we have 3 other categories which go under the generic of best anime or best anime or gaming characters, and that's for 13 years and above. Same with best comic book or movie characters. And then you've got the kids categories. For all these 3 categories, it's only going to be single entry. You can't enter in groups, and there will be cash prizes and gift prizes for each category except the kids category.
So this is going to be quite a spectacle, even for people who just want to watch it. It's going to be happening on the Swipe main stage on Friday night from 6 p.m. And what about a few cosplayers have been asking about the weapons. What's the rules about weapons?
Of course, no metal allowed at all in any of the weapons. They're mostly going to be PVC, and they have to be props that are made from scratch rather than just purchasing anything that's already pre-made, since they want to, like, as much as they can, keep the authenticity of putting so much effort into making that cosplay to make it authentic, and just pay respect to the original content that's out there.
So I've got a few more questions. Mikey, Dan's asked, why only superheroes and not horror characters?
Wow. Well, that's a really good question. That is a super cool question. One I'm particularly happy about. I mean, look, if we look at the start of a Comic-Con, way back when, it was sci-fi. It was all about sci-fi, and what is deemed most popular is kind of superheroes due to the MCU. So when we did our kind of questionnaires, we do ask the audience, what do they want to see? And within those questionnaires, basically, we've been given fandoms, what people want to see at the show. Fandoms like Arrow, and fandoms like Marvel, and fandoms like DC, which we've covered very well. And one of those, of course, is The Walking Dead, which covers Ross Marquand. So Ross Marquand, whilst in my eyes, he can be a bit of a hero on the show, he's really, really cool. Aaron is one of my favourite characters. He's not a superhero by definition in terms of the comic books, so I think we do actually have that box ticked to a degree.
And I guess some people would say Ramsay Bolton's a bit on the horror spectrum, right?
Oh, he's the worst of the horror spectrum,
I'm still traumatized by what's been going on in Game of Thrones with him. But,
I mean, look, Ramsay for us wasn't a particularly exciting booking. He does obviously portray this really, really nasty guy on Game of Thrones, properly memorable. It's always been that debate as to who would be worse. I think Ramsay takes the title, but Ewan Ruin as an individual, from what we've got to know of him recently, he's a really, really nice guy. We're so excited to meet him. His name can be a bit challenging, as we've probably seen across the social medias at the moment, but don't fear, he's not a bad guy, it's just a character. He is really, really cool and a really sweet guy.
And also coming is the lead storyboard artist for Game of Thrones.
Ooh, William. Yes, William was really exciting for us. William is actually, by definition, part of the International Artist Alley. William would be one of those characters which is really integral to Game of Thrones, where you never obviously see his face or hear his name for the most part, unless you're really, really into it. Everything from the dragon eggs to the three-eyed raven was designed, the concept art was all designed by William Simpson. So therefore, everything you see on the screens, which was eventually CGI'd, was created by William. So there will be opportunities to commission stuff from him, to look at his work, to have a chat, get his autograph. Potentially a Game of Thrones panel, we don't know. We'll cover that at a later stage when the schedules are released, but there is a potential for that. I think it'll be really cool.
And so if you've just tuned in, we've had a few new viewers. We are announcing, unfortunately Mike Colter pulled out due to unavoidable circumstances, but we do have another great name that we're all very excited about. We have dropped a few hints on our social media about this one, so we're going to announce that at the end of the video. We'll show you a few of the celebrities that are coming this far though, because there's so many great ones, there's so many big names. So stay tuned, and if you have any questions, do drop them in the comments.
Hey everybody, it's Zachary Levi.
Hi guys, what's up? Katie Cassidy here.
Hello everybody, this is Ross Marquand from The Walking Dead and Avengers Infinity War.
Hi, I'm Tara Strong and I'm coming to Dubai.
And I am so excited.
I am so excited.
I am so excited.
Middle East Comic Con, April 11th to April 13th.
If you haven't gotten tickets yet, be sure to go to mefcc.com right now.
Get your tickets.
Come meet me.
Come hang out with me. I am so excited.
I do hope you come by. We're gonna have a great time. I'm gonna bring a speaker. We'll play music. It'll be super fun.
And we're back. So, guys, getting very close to that big celebrity announcement. Just before we do, obviously MEFCC is coming up April 11 to 13. Make sure to get your tickets. Between the two of you, could you tell us a few things that you're both personally excited from I guess a bit of a nerdy Lego fan and a bit of a big old geek?
I think for myself, I'm really looking forward to Tsume's participation this year. Tsume are a brand that does sculptures of many anime figures, and some of them are my most favorite franchises, and the attention to detail that's given to the characters, to the stances, to everything with the figure itself is just beyond impressive. And they're going to be doing an international reveal of their latest sculpture at Comic-Con itself, and they're going to be doing a live sculpture there. So
They're going to be doing a live sculpture.
Yeah, so that's going to be my biggest thing.
So what does that mean? What are they made out of? Do you know?
Yeah, no, I'm not an expert with that, so I'm not going to say that.
A resin kind of thing,
For me,
right?
I think so. I wouldn't want to say anything, but yeah, like for me, it's just looking at these figures themselves and reminiscing what scenes they come from, which anime. It's just magic to the eyes if you think about it.
It's a really tough one. I'm looking forward to the laser tag, actually. We haven't had laser tag there before. So this is a fully fledged, scalable laser tag. So you and a bunch of mates can take each other on the laser tag over a few minutes and see who wins. And then once an hour, they're actually doing what they're calling the iGirls. So there'll be 3 girls which have been trained professionally by Battle Park, where you'll be able to try and beat these girls who I've been told are amazingly good. So if anyone wants to try and challenge them, apparently they're on form. So I'm looking forward to this laser tag. Great activation, great fun.
That'd be awesome.
I think it would be, yeah.
Another big thing that is kind of a time-honoured tradition, I guess, is the Sketches Artist Alley.
Yes.
Mikey, do you want to talk us through what that is?
What is Comic-Con without the Artist Alley? Artist Alley features in every con across the globe, any con worth talking about. And the show wouldn't be what it is today without the support of these local artists. You know, it's much of a loving relationship that we have with them. They create such a large portion of the show, and some of the work that you see there. From myself, I've been doing this job for 3 years, and every time I walk into that area, I'm amazed and impressed at some of the talent we have. And most of these are local individuals, people that are born and raised here, that bring their work to the show, sell their wares, and it's on point. It's amazing.
It's also a great kind of affordable way to get art for your house, because these prints are absolutely spectacular, and they've got everything from anime to oil paintings to key rings to stickers. It's really an impressive showcase of local talent.
Like, I mean, the total works. A piece that I've always loved, and I've seen it before, is a huge Batman logo made out of Arabic text, which I think is really cool. It kind of sings to what a Comic-Con's all about, and obviously what the region is all about, and that's really important. We're not an everyday Comic-Con, we're the Middle East Film and Comic-Con, and we really embrace that identity.
Nice. And the Lenovo has a pretty exciting activation.
They do. Lenovo are part of Comic-Con in a way that they're supporting our fans with prizes and gifts over the whole weekend. So what they've done is created a bit of a treasure hunt where there'll be Lenovo elements. I don't want to say too much because it's up to the audience to find them. Where there's Lenovo elements within the show. If you find one, take a selfie, tag Lenovo, tag Middle East Film and Comic-Con, post it on social media. We will be picking over the whole weekend 12 winners of prizes, which will be announced on our main stage on a daily basis. So once you spot one of these Lenovo, whatever they may be, get a picture, stick it on your Instagram, and you stand a chance of winning some cool prizes brought to you by Lenovo, of course.
That's awesome.
It is.
Now, we've had some questions about age restrictions.
Yes.
One is about children coming to the show, and the other is about the laser tag.
Okay. The laser tag in itself is actually fully insured, perfectly safe. It is more of a maze than it is a complete battleground. So it's perfectly safe. If a child decides to go in, I would obviously recommend that they are completely supervised by their parents, but it's best suited for 3-on-3 battle anyway. So in that breath, yes, it could be fun, but for some very, very young children, I would recommend either going in supervised with an adult, just to kind of increase that experience for them. But as an entire show, you know, everywhere that may have sensitive content, it will be advertised that it's sensitive content. But there's a reason we let in under 5s for free. This is a family show at the end of the day. Yes, it's geeky, yes, it's fun, but we create the show for families in mind. So that's from the very young to the very old.
We also have an exclusive screening of Hellboy in the MEFCC Theatre, speaking of age restrictions.
Yes. So Hellboy is a perfect example where we would have to put in age restrictions. So Hellboy itself is 15 plus as the age restriction, as we've been told by the theatres. So, but it is cool. When Hellboy gets released globally, you can see it at Comic-Con first. So not only do you buy a ticket to go to a cool event and listen to some cool bands and see some amazing cosplay, you can go watch a movie included in that price. It's something, again, it's a first for us. We haven't played a full feature for the first release at Comic-Con before, but I feel like this is the year of first, where we've done such a good job with talent and amazing things that is all the recommendation of our fans that we've tried to put in. We strive every day to make that happen, but it wouldn't happen without the fans.
So I'm just reading some of your comments and questions. There's some humorous ones. Charlotte says, 7th year at Dubai MEFCC, and the first day I'm going to run at the opening to get a personal sketch from Longvo.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Eamon, do you want to talk about Longvo?
Longvo, along with Jeffrey Cruz and Edwin Huang, are part of Udon Comics. So they do art based on Street Fighter, on Mega Man, and a lot of the other Capcom IPs that are very famous in the gaming industry, right? So they are going to be in the International Artist Alley as well, and it's not the first time that they've been to Comic-Con either. They're returning artists, and for a reason, is because they're big fan favorites. I'm a personal fan of their art style. I love everything that they do, from Street Fighter to Mega Man to Devil May Cry, and all of this stuff that they do, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them again this year as well.
Another exciting one is Mitsuhiro Arita.
Now this is a personal favorite for me. I'm probably gonna go home right now, bring out my Pokemon card collection, and just sketch every single one of them on the table, and go to Mr. Arita on the show floor and get him to sign everyone. This is something that has been received really well amongst the fans, because for us, it defines an entire generation of fans over here of Pokemon. We used to play the trading card games back when we were kids, and up until today, I still see people, and he's been involved since its induction into everyone's lives pretty much. And to get to meet him and to get him to sign my Charizard card is gonna be priceless.
Charlotte says it's getting better every year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Charlotte. We've got a few. Here's a good one. Ashwin has asked, Mikey, there's no WWE guests this time. We have one every year. Why don't we have any this year?
You may have noticed a bit of a trend over the last 2 years. In fact, we haven't had a WWE wrestler. That is not through lack of trying. WWE are big supporters of Middle East Film and Comic Con, as you've probably seen on the show floor. They're there again this year. It is due to WrestleMania. So basically, the dates of Comic Con conflicts with WrestleMania, and therefore talent is very, very hard to come by. So it's not through lack of trying from us, and especially from our partners at WWE. Every year as part of the conversations, we check if there is by some miracle some availability, but unfortunately, due to WrestleMania, which is their Super Bowl, they're not necessarily always available.
So sorry about that, Ashwin. We know that's been a big issue for a lot of people. We have done everything within our power to get that, but WWE will still be selling some merch at the show, which is exciting.
A cool little ring experience. Let's go see them on the show floor. They're always a cool activation, but they're there again this year.
And we've got a question from Max. Can anyone attend or watch the celebrity panels in the theatre, or does this charge extra? Mikey?
Again, first come, first serve, guys. So the celebrity panel, you know, with the first one, that will be filled up straight away. So we do, obviously, with those, with our VIP ticket holders, we'll always get preference. It's just the nature of the game. But beyond that, the panel, yes, it is free. It is available to everyone. But it will be on the basis that your only restriction is whether you get there on time and be able to see everyone in one go.
Following on from that, because there is a lot of free stuff at the show, I think that's a bit of a misconception sometimes between the Swipe main stage and a lot of the theatre. There's a lot of free things happening. Could you both tell me your favourite free thing that's happening this year?
Ooh. Do you want to take that one first?
I'm still trying to think on top of my head.
You can say
It's like a lot of them.
Okay,
For me, it's always the workshops. Workshops for me are a personal favourite, just because of the calibre of person you're sat in the same room with. We always focus on the Ewans and the Zacks, which are great. They are really, really cool. But, you know, the stuff that we watch either growing up or are watching now, the guys that create this are in the same room as you, teaching how to do their craft. That's amazingly important, and that's completely free of charge.
I think the best thing about Comic-Con as well is going to the Swipe main stage and just checking out all the live music that's there in general. The fact that Ubisoft is bringing Just Dance 2019 to the stage, you're just going to have a full-on party at the main stage this year on all days, and it's fantastic. And the fact that we're also getting K-Lab team to do a live performance of the Captain Tsubasa Dream Team soundtrack as well is like a first in any Comic-Con over here in general. Like, you don't usually get people playing soundtracks over here live on stage, and for me, I'm really looking forward to that.
That's
It's
a big one for the
fantastic.
gamers
It's
too, I think.
huge. It's absolutely huge for gamers over here.
So Just Dance is actually quite funny because you can win a Nintendo Switch, which is awesome.
I mean, that's gotta be on my list, just saying.
But this game is like it's like the SingStar version of dancing, right?
Yeah, very
Because you
much.
have to do the motions. And I was watching videos; they're absolutely hilarious. So I think that's going to be a great competition on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can enter, and it's happening all 3 days, which is really cool.
Yeah. I mean, another element is a lot of the feedback we've got over the years is anime. We all know, I've specifically learned over the last few years how important anime is to the region. So as Eamon touched on before, we have brought you Chume with their exclusive releases first time, and this is a global release, guys. I can't stress that enough. It's going to be amazing. So we can't disclose too much about what exactly it's going to be. Along with K-Lab, along with Manga Productions, along with Crunchyroll. I mean, we've really tried to bring out that anime element to this year's event. So not only have we focused on the mainstream stuff, but we focused also what the audience have been asking for over the last year. Something we've really tried to focus on is that particular question, anime. So anime bands, anime releases, anime games, anime movies, it's all there and free.
And Claire's asked what kind of music is on the main stage. So there is that soundtrack from Captain Tsubasa. There's also the box tones.
Box tones, that's gonna be live rock music, and it's gonna be your generic kind of like rock band kind of style. And then we've got Hamza Isam, who is gonna be rapping on stage as well. And it's just everything over there. Like, we've got a wide range of performances that go from like EDM to rock to pop to rap. It's all there. It's your ultimate music fest for like the family, if you think about it.
Have you ever heard a Star Wars dance track? Like a Star Wars theme tune remixed over dance music. My favourite, DJ Trina, she's there all the time. She comes every year. And that was probably my highlight for 2018. Standing outside, chilling out for the first time in a month. having a nice can of Coke, and then suddenly Star Wars drops on in a dance remake. It was so cool.
So this is all happening at the Swipe main stage, and it's all through the weekend. You can see the schedule on mefcc.com. We've got a list of everything happening. You can see when the Just Dance competition is, when DJ Trina's on, when the box turns are playing. It's a really good diversity of genres this year. We've got a funny one from Assad. Mikey, this is for you. Will the guy on the right be cosplaying Captain America?
The guy on the right, as in
It's
me.
you? Yeah.
I'm definitely not Captain America, just saying.
No, unfortunately not. I feel like there's too much work to be done with the spaghetti string arms. I don't think I could even fill out one of those.
You could be
suits, mate.
the pre-Captain America.
Oh, like the skinny version. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just wear a white shirt and some beige trousers, and then I'll just be skinny Captain America before it got cool.
We've got a question from Susie asking, is it okay for a family day out? My son is 9.
Yeah, as I touched on before, yeah, absolutely. We cater the show for families. So, you know, things like Just Dance is every age group. Captain Tsubasa is also age group. What we've done with Activision, for example, the new Sekiro game, which is coming out into market very soon, it looks really, really cool. Think of a feudal Japan Spider-Man is the only way I can phrase it. It looks really, really cool. Even because it's an event environment, they've brought that content in, but on a safer level so everyone can enjoy it, everyone can play it without there being any risk with that. Also within that, there's loads of fun play areas, there's chill out areas, so even when, you know, you get tired, there's options for you to go sit down with the kids, chill out, because trust me, if you bring your kids to the show, they will love it, your feet will hurt.
There's also the cosplay competition's a great spectacle for the kids. One of our cosplay judges, Sumi, does a great Elsa from Frozen. So there is a lot of eye-catching entertainment for the whole family.
I mean, some of the best cosplays that we see on the floor are usually from families. I do recall a family of 4 last year having the parents dressed up as robots and the kids were dressed up as Wall-E and Eve from the Wall-E movie. It was adorable to see. So you'll see all sorts of like different ways that families just celebrate Comic-Con in general, and it's the perfect event for a family day out.
And as we said, children under 5 are completely free to enter. We're going to come back after a short break, so we'll just run through the celebrities once more because we've got that one more big name to announce. So we're going to show you this short video. Make sure you get your questions in the comments. Nikita, I know the suspense is killing you. We're coming very shortly to you. Stay tuned and we'll tell you who's up next.
Hey everybody, it's Zachary Levi.
Hi guys, what's up? Katie Cassidy here.
Hello, everybody. This is Ross Marquand from The Walking Dead and Avengers Infinity War.
Hi, I'm Tara Strong, and I'm coming to Dubai.
And I am so excited.
I am so excited.
I am so excited.
Middle East Comic Con, April 11th to April 13th.
If you haven't gotten tickets yet, be sure to go to mefcc.com right now.
Get your tickets.
Come meet me.
Come hang out with me. I am so excited.
I do hope you come by. We're going to have a great time. I'm going to bring a speaker. We'll play music.
Just hearing your voice now.
So guys, we are going to announce that big act, which we've been hinting. We've also had plenty of questions. We've had Simon ask, do you know where the celebrities will be staying? I feel like that one's not going to get an answer.
Well, I do know where they're staying, yes. No, I can't answer the question. I can say, you know, on a commercial level, Rove Hotel is one of our partners for the show. You know, they offer great discounts for our visitors. If you go to the website, you can go to their link. As where the celebrities are saying, I can't comment, unfortunately. I think I may be fired if I do.
And JP's saying, you said under 5, so 5-year-olds, do they need a ticket?
So basically the rule is under 5s go free. 5 and above, I believe there is...
5 and below to go for free, so it's 6 and above.
5 and under is free. So if your child is aged 5, you got free entry there.
Yeah.
Also, children aged 6 to 12 get a 3-day pass for a discount.
Yeah, for 120 dirhams. That's gonna be it.
Yeah. And then so for the adults, we still have the VIP tickets on sale. Unfortunately, we're sold out of the Super VIP and Super Gold. And we've got the general admission.
Yeah.
Mikey,
the prices vary, right? There's a discount if you buy now versus on the door.
Yeah, we primarily do that to manage queues, obviously. So should you buy the ticket in advance, it is quite a bit different to buying it on the door itself. Also, you don't have to stand in the long queues, and we all know April is going to get warm. We do manage the queues as much as we can outside, but you know, buying in advance gets you in quicker, gets you into these cool things that we've been talking about, so you don't have to stand in the queues. Keep saying first come, first serve. What better way to do that than to buy your ticket in advance so you can just stroll straight through the door?
We're going to wrap it up shortly. We've got Esther asking, if each of you could cosplay, who would you pick to cosplay as? Eamon, let's start with you.
Oh my goodness. Looking at my current physique and weight, I think probably Thanos, if I can ever pull that off. If I can like lose 50 kg in the next 2 weeks, I can definitely be Thanos at the show. Just like that, if you think about it.
You might have to change your complexion
Everything, pretty much. Like, it's just transfiguring into that different alien race for Thanos. But yeah, he would definitely be my choice for that.
And what about you?
The easiest questions I've had to answer today. I'm born in 1986. Mikey from the Ninja Turtles. Mikey. It just completely makes sense. But the 90s outfit specifically, that outfit is so cool from the first Ninja Turtles movies. I've wanted one my entire life, and I've still never found a proper quality one. But when the time comes, I promise you all, we'll start another Facebook Live with me just wearing that. I might not get out of it though.
I'd like to be Thor, because I think I've got the blonde hair, I'm Australian, and there was that scene in Avengers where he came out of the sky with the lightning, and he just thundered down, and I was like, that's how I want to enter every room. So we've got one more from Ashwin. Can I buy, this is from Aman. Can I buy celebrity vouchers the day before, Mikey?
No, unfortunately not. Again, to manage that whole expectation, give everyone a bit of fairness to the show, tickets will have to be purchased on the day that you wish to see that celebrity.
Okay. And Ashwin, are there any discounts or free entry for those people of determination with a valid card from the government?
So the way we have worked with people of determination, yes, we've done our best. So what we are essentially doing is anyone that of determination will be able to come in with a handler. So essentially either the handler goes free. There's one free ticket for every person of determination. So if you have a handler, your handler can come in free, or the handler would have to pay and you come in free. So we have made some leniencies towards this just moving forward, because we understand this is a question that gets raised a lot.
Yeah, if you need to bring a carer, that person can have free entry.
Yeah.
We are going to wrap it up. Joelle, yes, when is the celebrity announcement? It's very shortly coming to you. Mikey, what happened with Mike?
So as we all know, celebrities are always busy, always filming, always, with Luke Cage coming off the difficulties, we were under strict instructions not to say exactly what he's filming for. It's a new exciting project, which he has said in his apology video. So long and short, he's filming. And within that filming schedule, he just wasn't able to sneak away for the weekend to come see his fans in Dubai. We know he's very disappointed. He's already asked if we can secure him for next year, which is a conversation to be had. Obviously, we don't make promises this far in advance. So that's the long and short. It's just his schedule where it's just too busy in the filming frame of mind. We're very sad. We can see, obviously, from his video, he's very sad. It is a loss to the show. We're hoping that with the new announcement, it will make the fans happy. It's not a like-for-like replacement. It's not a replacement. It's just another great guest to come to the event.
And I guess we should announce it. Just to reiterate, though, all of the Meet the Stars is first come, first serve. You do have to buy those vouchers on site on the day, and also first come, first serve for workshops, for the Hellboy screening. So make sure you're there early. All of the door opening times are on the website. And yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up there. Mikey, do you want to do the honours of announcing who?
Ooh, I get the pleasure.
Drum roll.
With great pleasure, we get to announce the one and only Benedict Wong.
Woo!
As you guys may know, Benedict Wong plays Wong from Doctor Strange, and he's already gonna be there on Friday and Saturday at Comic-Con. And his upcoming film, Avengers Endgame, we get to know how did he survive Thanos' snap and what his role is gonna be, since he's gonna be protecting the Earth's 3 sanctums from anything that happens interdimensional. And it's kind of gonna be really cool to just sit down and discuss with him. How does it feel like being on a set with the Avengers cast? How do you become that big thing that came out of the MCU and just make it out there. Like, it's crazy.
I mean, to add to that, if we look at this year's roster, what we're really excited about, and we hope that you guys are really excited about, is we have Zachary Levi. Film is released tomorrow. We have the pleasure of seeing the premiere tonight. It would ruin his show. Well, his show, he's not in it, but you know, Game of Thrones comes back on the 14th, and then obviously Benedict Wong, whose film comes out at the end of the month. I mean, these are amazing, amazing people that have been very kind to join us here in the Middle East, and especially in Dubai, of course, to come meet with you guys. So come down to the show, come out, hang out with them, see if you can bump into them. You know, this is a great opportunity. I love what I do. We all love what we do. We just hope that you love what we do, and to take it forward and make it better for everyone.
Oh, we've got some comments. Ren says, "Oh my God, woo, Benedict!" Interesting. Claire's very excited too. Would you say this is the best year of celebrities ever?
Yes,
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, look, with Zach Levi, getting him on the world tour of the release of Shazam, that's no small feat. It took a lot of work from, you know, on an internal measure, the whole team here at Comic-Con, and obviously the fans that have been craving a bit of DC. There's always been a lot of Marvel at Comic-Con. The crowds have been shouting out for DC. So what do? We bring you the original from a DC perspective. So, you know, Zach's been kind to squeeze us in, and he's, if you follow him on Instagram, check it out.
He's cracked 1 million followers
he's
today
cracked 1 million,
on
good
Instagram.
man. He's everywhere. Like, literally, he's just touring the globe, and the fact that part of that plan for him is to stop in our beautiful city over that weekend is really, really cool of him. And then beyond that, you know, we've covered so many different fandoms. Marvel, DC's covered, Walking Dead's covered, Game of Thrones covered, anime's covered. I mean, just wow. Yeah, congratulations to my team, our team, everyone here.
Pat
and
on the back.
Yeah, we're all really, really happy. Definitely the best year I've seen so far.
So we will put all the celebrity schedules up on the website this week. So do check that out. As we said, it is first come, first serve. It is very important to remember that if you want to see someone, because those queues are going to pile up. Yeah. Make sure to get your VIP tickets for priority queuing though. They are still on sale, MEFCC.com, April 11 till 13 at Dubai World Trade Center. Get your tickets now. Don't miss it. And we'll see you there.
See you later.
See you guys.
Bye.
Oh, guys, did a fucking